Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark. I'm a Year 9 pupil from Kieran College, Ballygolly, in the great county of Tyrone. I would like to share a story with you all. It is called The Fish in the Ocean. A young fish was swimming around everywhere, looking for the ocean, but he could not find it. He decided to go and ask an older fish, "Where can I go to find the ocean?" The older fish just smiled and replied, "You are here. You are in it. It is all around you. In fact, you couldn't survive without it." The young fish was very disappointed. He shook his head and said, "Oh no, this can't be it. This is just water. I'm looking for the ocean." And with that he swam away, ever more determined to find the answer to this great mystery. Where is the ocean?
Thank you, Mark. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. My name is Paul, and I'm a Year 14 student from St. Kieran's College, Ballygolly. The topic of this speech today, Catholic ethos in schools, made me think of a recent public speaking competition held by the Knights of St. Columbanus. One of my peers was asked to reflect on the demise of the divisional Catholic Church and how the remains of the early Catholic Church now cast shadows of a glorious ancient past. However, in these shadows lay different buildings. These buildings are a hive of activity, action, and let's be honest, a bit of mayhem. We are in the middle of our school show, Calamity Jane. Within these buildings, she suggested we can find a new, vibrant form of religion, one that now brings light to the shadows of the past. How does one define Catholic ethos? There are perhaps three different perspectives to this question. Firstly, there's the bird's eye view of Catholic ethos. In January 2022, CCMS published Delivering for Communities, which was forwarded by the Most Reverend Donald McKeown. This document is a blueprint of what Catholic ethos should be. The ideal Catholic school proposed here is one whose ethos is deeply rooted in living out the life of Jesus Christ. Secondly, there's the school view. How do the gospel values of faith, hope, and love, as described in these documents, permeate the daily routine of school life? What evidence is there to suggest that these aspirations become a reality? Browse our school website and you will see the visible signs of our Catholic ethos. Our school has a rhythm that reflects the changing liturgical year. This complements the various school liturgies, including our annual school mass, which takes place during Catholic Schools Week, possibly the only time each year we are together as one body. Catholic ethos can also be found outside the confines of our oratory. It can be witnessed through our participation in the Pope John Paul Awards, the Knights of Columbanus public speaking competition, the school's outreach programme to Malanga in Zambia, the pupils who attended World Youth Day in Lisbon, and the various speakers and charities connected with our school, such as Mary's Meads, Tropra, the People's Kitchen, Coomora, and St. Vincent de Paul. As pupils, we are inspired and encouraged to have a relationship with God and then reach out to those in need. Faith without good works is dead. James chapter 2, verse 14. Finally, the third view, the pupil's perspective. This part of my speech is more of a worm's eye view of Catholic ethos. This perspective will be less articulate than the words of the Most Reverend Donald McKeown, but I hope it still resonates with his vision. Brother Marcelin Flynn reminds us, the distinctive nature of Catholic schools is their informal curriculum, the implicit, unofficial, and unstudied learning which takes place through interactions, relationships, and the life of students, parents, and staff. So, this is where my focus lies, on this informal curriculum. Not on the main building blocks of the school day, the timetable, subjects, and exams, but on the mortar that keeps these blocks together. These are the day-to-day relationships that exist within the school and the wider community. So, how does one get a words-out view of Catholic ethos? Who better to ask than the people at the heartbeat of a Catholic school, the pupils? At the beginning of this academic year, all post-16 pupils were invited to reflect on what Catholic ethos in St. Kieran's means to them. This is their view. My second home. I spend more time here than my actual home. Home is not simply four walls and a roof. The teachers remind me that their doors are always open. Family is not always through blood, but through kindness and encouragement. Saying the rosary during exam times. A holy medal which we were given, and I keep in my blazer. St. Kieran's Prayer Reading, our missionary outreach project. When staff put students first. A safe place, encouraging me to become closer to my true, authentic self. Our form teacher sent us postcards during the summer. Going to the cathedral in Armagh for Catholic Schools Week, I had an empowering feeling of faith and family. A warmth and sense of community that is indescribable. Whenever I'm at school, I feel I can truly be myself without any judgment. When we have a guard of honour at funerals, the oratory is very close to my heart, and I pray for people that I lost, that I love so much. When the RA teachers ask for volunteers for homeless shelters or various needs, our school prayer, where everyone has a voice. When our teachers told us to have the same respect for the caretaker as the principal, I never forgot this. In the days after Camille's passing, I don't think I got as many hugs from the teachers as I did that week. No matter if you're a teacher or a student, everyone has a place in the puzzle. For once, I feel like I belong, I fit in, and it makes me feel safe. So, that's Catholic ethos from the people's perspective. It is not about the one-off religious events, but can be found, to paraphrase Patrick Kavanagh, in the bits and pieces of everyday school life. We recently had our Year 14 residential retreat in Ballycastle. This included a poignant visit to Stormont, which was followed shortly afterwards by a dive into the very cold waters of Ballintoy Harbour. During the retreat, we were asked to reflect on how we were surrounded by God. Quite a profound question for a 17-year-old at the end of a long day. So, we were given a simple analogy, a fish in the ocean, which Mark shared with you all earlier. I think our Catholic ethos is quite similar. It can be difficult to define when surrounded by it. In St. Kieran's, the Catholic ethos runs much deeper than education. Outside our principal's office, there is an icon which states, St. Kieran's, a family of families. We are a family of families. My own family is testament to this. Both my parents are past pupils of the school. My granny was vice principal there. My eldest brother Dara completed his A-levels last year, and now Rose, myself, and my brother Mark continue to embrace and be challenged by our school motto: Force in Fide, strong in faith. Pope Francis has designated 2024 as the year of prayer. And what better way to conclude than with our own school prayer, which, in itself, is the very essence of our Catholic ethos. I invite you to pray it along with Mark and myself. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dear God, it is your wish that we spend each year's year preparing our life. May we grow with grace and knowledge, may our destiny achieve us small evil. Bless our day with your presence, and may our work bring us ever closer to you. St. Kieran, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you.